Hello everyone, it's Omae and welcome back to the brand new video. Today we're going to go through the tutorial, the new tutorial for the ELBAPH arc that came alongside the version 16.1 update. So there was a massive update to the tutorial that happened for Egghead, and I did go through that. I think that was a massive improvement. They introduced new players to last tap, all of that. In this video I want to see how good is the new tutorial. We already have a new animation here. That's amazing. This looks like the same animation that was in the PV for the character reveal. But I also want to see if we have new characters in the reroll pool. Can we get the 12th any units? It would be insane if you could, but I don't think they'd do it that early. Really cool animation to start off with though, so let's see where this game takes us. We do have the free Sanji and Zoro that were in the Rayleigh's Bazaar for everyone. And then there's a strength Luffy, which we don't know if we can actually get as a late game player right now. Apparently, the strength Luffy evolves into ELBAPH Legend in Luffy. It's very strange from what I've heard, but we'll see what happens. The characters on the other side are foes, ready to attack your allies when the count reaches 0. Yes, introducing us to turn-based mechanics. Use this button to make your allies attack, of course. And tap timing, are they still gonna kind of hold your hand when you try doing your first tap timing? Yep. Luffy's on the attack. Once an ally attacks, tap on another character to chain the attack. Tapping on Zoro. They're forcing us to hit a great. That's a bit weird. Once all your allies attack, you'll see Doom on the screen. Once everything gathered right there in the middle, tap it. Ending off the chain. Great, we got a chain going. Yeah, so this is the exact same thing, but they've replaced the sprites here in this infographic to the ELBAPH straw hats. And then the sample play. Yeah, this kind of format has been here since the very beginning. I want to see if they're going to add anything new. Does this new Luffy have a last tap? Or this unevolved version anyways? Because the new Sanji and Zoro here have Super Tandem Boost. So they might introduce us to this in the tutorial already. In addition to last tap. That would be an improvement, right? I also want to check what is this Luffy's captain ability. If they even allow me to. Perfect, okay. Nice. It would be really cool if they introduced you to the action special in the tutorial. But I think it would be a bit too crazy to give you like that advanced of a legend character in the tutorial. So I guess it makes sense. But it would be cool if a free-to-play unit had a action special. Wouldn't have to be anything too crazy on the animation budget, but it could still be fun, right? Enemies have types 2, attack with advantageous types for a damage bonus, 2x damage bonus. Let's check out how other types are related to each other, right? So Int and Psi are strong against each other, and then Strength X Quick are advantageous to one another in a rock, paper, scissors fashion. So I mean, the Psi and Int has always been interesting because you are going to be dealing double damage, but you're also taking double damage. Very, very interesting, right? Matching slots, of course, 2x damage. Neutral slots, 1x damage. Badly matching slots, 0.5x. And of course, if you are hitting with type disadvantage, it's half damage, 0.5x. If you have a color affinity on top of that, while hitting type disadvantage, you will actually reduce your damage even further. So it's very careful. You have to be very careful when it comes to using color affinities and orb boosts, because if you have disadvantageous type and bad matching orbs, you will lose even more damage, right? Okay, now we're fighting Iskat. We still need to see like a free-to-play unit or like a story mode unit for Iskat. I believe when the story mode is finally adapted to the ELBAPH arc, we will get this guy as a free-to-play unit. But he's obviously going to be horrible, like a 3-star, maybe a 4-star character, right? They actually got pretty bad luck with Zoro. Badly matching orb. And of course, if you are running only 3 characters, you can't build up the full 2.5x attack boosting chain. You can only boost up 0.3 per tap. So up to 1.6x with this setup. And as you can see there, this I think the Luffy has critical potential ability. I actually do need to talk about this in a separate video. Even as like a veteran player, a lot of people miss. Ooh, what's this? Onomatopoeia. Okay. There's quite a lot of stages here. I thought that would have been the end. Well, in the old tutorial, we kind of had to go through 2 stages, I think, or 3 stages. So they've kind of just condensed it down into one. Okay, Okay, we're gonna say Usopp. He's giving us cooldowns. Nice. Okay, that's a cool animation. But as I was saying, yeah, veterans miss even. How does critical hit even work? The potential ability, and it's definitely confusing. It's not explicitly stated anywhere in the game, but it essentially is the final combo hit. So for most characters in the game, they have 4 combo hits, meaning that when you tap with them, their damage is divided into 4 different hits. And critical hit essentially just gives you a damage boost for that final combo hit. So it's definitely not the best kind of a buff for your damage, because it's only really benefiting a percentage of your attack. And for characters that have like larger combo hits, like 6 combo hits, they the critical hit buff is really not that great for them, because it's divided between how many combo hits there are, and only the final tap gets that buff, right? Or the final strike, as they actually talk about it in the game. They call the final combo hit final strike. Okay, we're fighting Rodo here. Can we activate all of our specials? Do last tap, super tandem boost, something. Come on. Is this PK Rodo's animation? I don't think it is. He has resilience. Huh. No last tap, unfortunately. It was really cool to see the last tap animation from the Egghead tutorial. Oh, I stand corrected. Okay, so we are going to be doing final tap. By final tap, Sugo specials meet certain requirements during a quest to use. So most of the time, that's just reaching the final stage. But I think for the 12th any Luffy, he can actually use last tap every single turn. At least that's another Luffy I'm thinking about. After launching the unique effects, tap on Doom for an exciting visual. Tap on the character as the final tap to unleash a very powerful blow. Yeah, so final tap is definitely like the weakest of the golden potential abilities, because most of the abilities are kind of mediocre. There are some really good final taps that can make a bigger impact than super tandem boost, for instance, but most of the time last tap is not nearly as important. And we do have a matching orb on Luffy there, so it's a bit weird that they gave the unevolved Luffy here a last tap, but the ELBAPH Luffy he apparently evolves into is a super tandem character, right? Also really cool, we got a universal attack and orb boost from that final tap. This could actually be a very good one. Cool. I wasn't really paying attention to the animation there, but I think that was pretty good. I'm just really curious, are they gonna force us to evolve this Luffy into the ELBAPH one, like the legend int one? Or was that just rumors I was hearing? What next, man? What next? By the way, the new ELBAPH UI looks so good, man. It's incredible. Oh, he's got Rodo. This is definitely a new animation. 1,000,000,000%, man. Wow, that was cool. I like that. That was great. Good. Now let's prepare for the next adventure. Tap on the crew button. Okay, power up. The stock standard. Okay, now I'm really curious. What about this Luffy? So, come on, show me his types and classes. He only has 5 levels. That's pretty normal for this tutorial, you Luffy. Really cool artwork for a free-to-play unit. Well, hopefully he's going to be a free-to-play unit. Yeah, this one has last tap, crit hit buff, and pinch healing. Okay. I'm very curious. Is he gonna... He does. That's so weird, bro. Oh my goodness. What if I wanted to keep the unevolved one? That unevolved one seems cool. He's a completely different unit. Great. Now Luffy has evolved. Now let's find other characters to join the crew. Okay. So now here's the long-awaited moment. Let's see. Have they added the 12th any units? I really doubt it. But even Nikabani, which was previously not in the pool, which is very strange because we had the New Year's characters like V2 String Saturn and New Year's Kuma in the pool, but not the what's his face, Nikabani and Luffy, right? Which kind of sucks. I mean, New Year's Kuma I think is actually more valuable for a new player, but at the end of the day, we want Luffy Bonnie, right? It's a great way to start the account. And also these regular legends, I wonder if they've updated these as well. So far getting only old ones though. Come on, bruh. I hate this Kuma, bro. He's on every banner for some reason. Okay, Egget Brook, that was already there before. Anything really new, like Devon and Ogre, the new triple Blackbeard legendary character. Come on, bro. Show me something newer. Jumbe, no, get off my screen, bruh. Nami Vivi, but they were there before as well. But it is a really good pull. Like as a new player, even like that's such an amazing legend to pull from this 10 like regular legends that you can get from this pool. Okay, it's a quick Gear 5 Luffy. This character is insane, but I'm not sure if he's the best beginner legend from the 11th step. But nothing new here from before, so let me just continue for a bit. Let's see if we can find something new, or is this pull completely the same as before? Oh, there we go, something new. Froggy and Luffy, okay. Also, apparently there's a bug with the Dory and Usopp legend where you cannot clear the Kuro Grand Voyage because for some reason Dory and Usopp does not count as an Usopp for Grand Voyage. Very strange, but either way, Froggy and Luffy is there, which is amazing. Yamato Otama, so I'm assuming Dory and Usopp should be here too, but is that the latest one? Another Broggy and Luffy, that's cool though. I like that they updated it somewhat at least. What about Dex Hibari? That's a great one to get. Oh, there we go, Dory and Usopp. What are the chances getting two Broggy and Luffy's and then also a Dory and Usopp? Very good multi so far. Brook, pretty nice legend, but the Frankie's a bit better. Oh, speak of the devil. What a multi, man. I would keep this. That's not the Hibari I was talking about, man. Now, when we talk about the sword units separately as legends, then we can talk, man. But unfortunately, most of them are like Rumble exclusives. Extended, so this is probably going to be Side Gear 5, right? War Curie, why is he extended, bro? This is like, definitely when it comes to the Alders, like the version 1 Alders, so in Saturn, Quick War Curie, Dex Jupiter, Strength Mars, all these characters aren't really good for new players individually. The only one that's great on itself is the V2 Strength Saturn. That's a pretty good legend to even start with, right? But when it comes to the individual Alders, yeah, it's really not a good idea to start with just one of them, right? I mean, I guess you could make an argument for Mars, but even then. Oh, there we go. New as Kuma. I still think this is probably the best value legend to get from this beginner pool here. Third multi done, and still the latest thing is only Broggy, Luffy, Dory, Usopp. Can we see a new Super Sugo, man? Surely they updated it. Red text really means nothing when it comes to this pool, really. Another Kuma, and we did get Van Ogre there, but he was there before already. I'm sure Hibari should be in here, right? She came out before Dory, Broggy, Dory, Usopp, and Broggy, Luffy, right? I'm pretty sure, so she should be here somewhere. I'll do a few more. I think this is 5th multi. I'll do 10 total, and I think that's a decent enough sample size to see what's new and what's not. And there she is. Hibari is in the pool. Very, very cool. She came as a secret raid. Nice. So Hibari, Broggy, Luffy, Dory, Usopp. I don't think they'll go further than that. I mean, after that we had I think after that it was straight up just the ELBAPH Straw Hats, but I don't think that'd be in this pool, right? I would have seen one of them at least by now. That's for damn sure. There's 3 legends in that batch, right? Now I'm not sure if Garp and Kobe is available for that 11th poster. That is a Super Sugo unit. Wow, 2 Hibaris in 1 multi, and Broggy Broggy Luffy. What a multi, man. If this is like Garp and Kobe, that would be an insane starter account. Garp, Kobe, 2 Hibaris, the sword int unit. Big Nusi though. Oh my days, bruh. Hell nah. I mean, I still like that legend. I think he's great. The idea of like having this massive selfish attack and all boost, most of the time it carries, but he can also use the stackable attack and all boost to like absorb his selfish attack and all boost into a universal attack and all boost, which essentially allows it to be a universal attack and all boost. That is a lot of lip service, bro. But let me just do 1 or 2 more and we'll see what happens. But I think Hibari's the latest I'm gonna see. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop there. I mean, we've done quite a few. I'm pretty sure we would have seen a new Super Sugo if they added anything. This is quite an interesting multi. We have 3 Yamato Otamas, Nami Vivi, female Beppo, the Hancock Bow Sisters, Devon, OPTC Girls multi, and then also Garp just there and Frankie, right? For now, I'm just going to confirm this. I'm not even going to use this account anyways, but of course, if you are someone who's doing this reroll summon and you've done like more multis than me, I've only done about 7 to 8, I think. So definitely not a massive sample size, but yeah, tell me if you've discovered any new legends besides Broggy Luffy, Dory Usopp, and Hibari in the reroll multi. Okay, so I think that's most of the tutorial. I don't think there's going to be anything new after this. Wow, that download happened instantly, man. I think it downloads in the background, right? And I spent quite a while rerolling the pools, so very, very nice, right? I want to see how many gems can we get right now if you start a new account, brand new. Okay, so we still got the usual login bonus where you can get both Odin and Yamato. That's amazing, with like a massive amount of gems. I don't think these limited legend tickets are really that good. These are really outdated, I believe. I'll still take it though. And you can still get the first copy of ELBAPH Luffy for free. Unfortunately, if you start now, you won't have enough time to get the second one, but you'll still be able to pick up at least 25 Rainbow Tavern medals and a decent amount of gems, 8 of them, right? Pretty nice. This login bonus is about to end. The Aurora Gem login bonus is still happening. That's amazing. And then for clearing tutorial, still a 50 rainbow gems. What about the mail? OPTC level, sure, bro. Yeah, this does not look like anything of substance. I think these are all those generic, like, starting stuff, right? Yeah, 8 rainbow gems, free imposter Luffy. Yeah, this pool still hasn't been updated for ages, but it'd be nice if you can get like the side chopper here, right? Instead of having to spend medals on him. But then we still have the Headstart Sugarfish, so I just want to do one multi here. See if I can get anything crazy. I don't think they've changed this, but it's still really busted, right? Has a lot of these amazing characters. I mean, we still have Rumble Caesar, Rumble Stussy, Treasure Map Vegapunk, Sanji Reiju, the Kizuna Atlas. Yeah, it's still a really powerful pull. Don't get anything wrong, right? So if you're a new player, throw all your gems at this banner. I don't care if Loki's out when you start the game. This is the best banner for you to focus on. Loki's banners will probably be around for a few weeks, even like a month or two. That's usually how it goes. So definitely continue spending your gems here, even though it's only like New Year's. Like, it came out around New Year's with all those characters from 2025, but it's still really powerful. A lot of these units are still busted. Van Ogre. Wow, that was a shaft, man. We got 3 regular legends and then Karasu and Mole. I mean, Van Ogre and Karasu and Mole are really good characters. Brook is also pretty nice, but these two are pretty bad. But like, you should be seeing a lot more exclusive legends from these multis. Actually, like, tell me in the comments, would you want me to see me do something where I start the game from the start on a fresh account, see what reroll multi I eventually am satisfied with, and how many multis I can do on the head start banner, and see what I can get in the first like few days, maybe a week of starting a new account. Maybe I'll live stream it. Like, I feel like that's would be pretty fun to do myself, right? Because I'm always doing these challenges where I like don't do any pulls, but it would be cool to experience what the game is truly like for a new player who's trying to seriously start a new account, right? But that's gonna be about it for the video. I just want to quickly check here in the character log if I can find where that strength Luffy was from the tutorial, because only new players right now can get their hands on this Luffy. Yeah, so this is interesting. The strength Luffy, even though we technically had him in this tutorial, he's nowhere to be found in the character log. So this is currently a ghost character that is unavailable to anyone. I mean, it's impossible to own this character right now. He's not even in the character log, even though I had him in the account temporarily. So very interesting. I believe he'll be like 4602 or 4607. Very interesting, right? A lot of characters were actually added here. More than you'd think. I mean, there are 4 units here, but we only got the Zoro and the Sanji right now after the update, right? So what could all these characters be? But yeah, that's gonna be about it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Tell me how your beginner experience is in the comments down below. I believe the tutorial, it's not much of an improvement from the previous Egghead one. I'm glad they're still showcasing last tap, but they brought some new animations into the game and brought a lot of curiosity when it comes to that strength Luffy that We don't know what he does yet. The only thing we know is that his last up gives a universal attack and all boost, probably about a 1.2x only. I don't think it'll be much higher than that. Still very interesting nevertheless, but yeah. It's weird that he has last up and then he evolves into Legend ELBAPH Luffy, who has Super Tandem instead of last up. Very strange, right? But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. And I'm out.